Resonance podcast with Sally. Welcome home, soul family. How are you doing today? How are you landing within our space? And welcome back, dearest love, to another episode on the Roar and Resonance podcast. I am Sally, your cosmic companion on this journey. And within this space, and a little bit about the space, I am a multidimensional soul. My soul's name is Akandara, and I'm residing in this beautiful human body. And what I am here to offer in this space is unconditional love, no judgment, and stories and how I've connected information across various modalities. And in this space, I aim to connect with my soul tribe, my soul family, individuals who feel called to be truth wielder, who are willing to cut through the illusions and who are unafraid, who are courageous to face the truth. Light bearers, recognizing the capacity that we hold, the amount of light that we hold, the ability to transmute darkness, shadows into light, to remember the oneness in the all of us, the all of everything, the I am. And through connecting within the grid and using various modalities in this healing journey, this path towards remembrance, we weave tales from the unseen to the seen. We serve as a bridge between worlds to be able to share these wisdom to others who are searching. And we celebrate the beauty of our interconnected ways, from the Indian shamanism to Celtic druidism, from tarot to Akasha, from the heights of consciousness to the depths of embodiment, living, breathing, and embodying these truths. 10:44 on my clock. And within this space, we empower each other to remember the roar that is within each and every single one of us, to embrace our power, to embrace ourselves in our fullness, to embrace all of us, all of ourselves in this space, and embrace the resonance that it has with each of us, each other, and the divine. And if you resonate with the gist of what this space has to offer so far and want to co-create with me as part of our process to bring new earth from thoughts to the physical, I ask that you subscribe and click that notification button. Because I think within these coming days and coming months, there's going to be an increase in a lot of spiritual awakening, a lot of spiritual downloads, messages, and all. So if you feel called to do so, yes, click subscribe and the notification button. And it's totally fine either way. And on today's episode, we invite in the wisdom of the Ace of Pentacles. And as you already know, or if you don't know, Pentacles are all about its earth energy. And it's about our materiality. It's about our physical. It's about what you can hold in your hand. It's very within, like, right before our eyes kind of energy. And tomorrow is the new moon in Taurus. Taurus is another earth energy. It's a very beautiful Venusian, I'm seeing pink and green energy of being within the body, being in love with being in the body. And there's something really, there's a connection between the two. So something is coming into the physical world, something that we've been desiring, something around this deep love, desire. And Taurus, again, ruled by the planet Venus. Venus, we have Aphrodite, we have Venusian star councils. It's this love, this immense depth of love for what is. And just a quick note here too, especially as I talk about like yesterday, today, next new moon, next full moon, and so forth. As a quick reminder, these readings are timeless. That means, regardless of when it was recorded, it is showing up in your field at the time in which you need and called for it. These channeled messages transcends the exact time and space of when it was recorded. So if I mention, the next full moon, or if the new moon, it'll be whenever that upcoming new moon is for you, or full moon. Or if it just passed, then it will either be the one coming up or the one that just passed, and you'll be able to feel into that and see what is it that fully resonates with your field at this time. And when I was meditating, and I was meditating in today's energy, and I meditated on the Ace of Pentacles, what I could see for the energy of this month is I see roots deepening, and I feel like we've jumped through, and I feel like we're going to be jumping through many timelines, through many portals for the rest of this year. But essentially, we've crossed a threshold, a portal, a gateway into a higher vibrational energy. And it's interesting because I see the god Ganesh, the god of wealth and abundance, good fortune, good luck. And I know there's something happening with the Jupiter energy right now. I'm not very familiar with astrology, so I would have to get back to you on that. But essentially, I know what I do understand. Jupiter, Zeus energy, biggest planet in our galaxy. It is expansion. It is luck. It is abundance. And there is an arrival of good fortune into your field, an arrival of abundance. And now I see the Andean mountains, and what it is bringing up is actually a feeling. It's this awe-inspiring feeling of seeing something so majestic and magical. And I think you'll come to feel that you're surprised, not surprised at your own progression, at the magic that is just happening so quickly in front of your eyes. So that's something coming up. And now what I want to talk about, what I feel wants to come up right now, is the conversation around New Earth, the ascension into 5D consciousness. And what is 5D consciousness? It is also known as unity consciousness, where we begin to see people, places, and things from the heart. For many of you, this is a confirmation that you have energetically arrived into this space and wanting to act from the heart, seeing the truth behind people's masks. So seeing beyond what is being projected and kind of seeing people at their core and pouring more empathy into the situation. Not necessarily like follow. It's very different. And to clarify here is that it's very different from falling into the codependency or trauma bonding or kind of giving people a free pass. Is not like that at all. It's actually still very firmly grounded in the center of self while and given empathy and non-judgment and love into a situation while still holding in being centered within truth. So being able to communicate truth from a place of love. And what I see is that we are very much being present, but not lost within the chaos, and fully embracing your power of choice. So also at this time, I feel that we are beginning to set roots into this new way of being, a way of being where we follow the flow of the energy, we follow the joy, the happiness, and we are wiser and we walk with more discernment in our path. the question becomes is, what is your soul mission, your soul's calling? What does it want to bring to this new earth? Manifestation begins with our thoughts and feelings associated to those thoughts. And our thoughts then shape our reality and guide us in seeing the little steps before us as we live and breathe these new energy. So there's definitely an energy here where we are now bringing into creation. And what I'm feeling into it is that I feel like our roots are now deepening into this new energy, and it's going to take a little bit of time. I think for some of you, it'll be faster to integrate. For others, it may take a little bit more nuance just to fully embrace this new energy. And what it's showing up for me right now is like a blank slate of new opportunities, of asking yourself, how do you want to show up? And I think in this arrival, we are asked to be very conscientious and intentional around how we want to show up. And if you want to show up as someone who speaks the truth from a place of love, then can you take the steps to live that way? And I think these few months will be very interesting, these upcoming few months. And I'm getting I know this whole year, the rest of this year, let's say in the next 6 months, 7 months will be very interesting. But I also feel like within just even the next 3 months will be very interesting energy as we are jumping from one timeline to the next. I think there's going to be very quick expansion and quick and acceleration in our spiritual development. And as I said that, I just had chills running up my entire body. So with this too, I feel like at the time of this recording, it's the summer solstice is coming up, and with it being a timeless reading and all, the summer solstice could have passed for you, or it's actually coming up. So whatever it is there's something coming into light. It's like another energy shift that's going to happen, and that's like an elevation and upgrade of sorts for around this time. So kind of be aware of that. And it's interesting because I've been receiving messages on around New Earth and how we are the channel for New Earth to come into being. We are the vessels to bring the birth of New Earth. And as with any co-creation, what are the qualities you wish to offer and bestow upon this space? And I think that's a big question for us right now, especially I feel for anyone who's listening and still listening and holding on at this time, is that I feel that we carry very unique energetic signatures, very unique flavor, and the call is, what can you offer to the space? What is your own uniqueness that you want to see come into existence for this space? And something to meditate into. And later today or sometime soon, I'll be co-creating some additional light language activation to connect with the earth and sky. And it'll complete our field creation of this field of sovereignty, really helping us attune into new earth energy, as well as an assimilation, a connection, a complete channel. And I have to deepen into it a little bit more to see if I want to have two separate recording or one. So the logistical aspect of things, I'm sure that'll come, you'll be able to see that soon. And as we begin to lay our roots down, I feel that there will be times when we will dip into our human messiness, and that is okay, because then that makes sense, right? Because we are, after all, humans. And now but in this new way of being, what will happen, what I sense will happen, and what I feel presently already happening, is that there will be an acceptance of the this and the that. Your truth exists just as my truth exists, and that there can be a space to hold both the light and the shadow. There's this recognition of fully understanding, and not just saying like, I know, I get it, I know. No. It's really understanding that the dark, the shadows, and the light both serve huge purposes. The this and the that. And I think there is a huge, especially for my soul tribe, and I feel like for my soul family, is that we are in this space willing to dive into the shadows, dive into the depths of our unconscious to reveal truths, to learn more about ourselves and rise from it. There's this huge rise and that's happening too with that energy. So there, and then there's this embrace and celebration within the light, and there's this appreciation and gratitude to both that holds. There's this understanding that they are all reflections of the one. And, I didn't outright say it or fully commented on it, but essentially all of this truly does align to the wisdom of today, the Ace of Pentacles. So with hands open, palm facing up, what are you offering? What are you receiving? What physical materialization are you bringing into creation? And if you're tuning into this channel at this time, the messages that I am saying, some new and familiar, but others are validation to what you already felt and knew. And in this space, I'll reiterate, we celebrate your sovereignty. We know that you already have all the answers within your body. And as you remember that I am, the oneness in our interconnectedness, these messages are just, you are just coming into more unity with yourself. And all that's being said is just like, yeah, I knew that. Oh yeah, that resonates. That makes sense. So the ones who have been tired of the superficial conversations like, how's the weather? How's the food? Oh yeah, there's this rage coming up. You look like you lost weight. Yay. And other things like how's job. So essentially superficial conversations, and what I can say is that there is like this hunger and wanting more, and that could be more space, more depth, more expansion, and you're growing just as a child going through a growth spurt. Something is fueling you. And I would love to hear more about that too. It could be a new endeavor that you're working on. I would love to support your channel if you have one, or Instagram page, however it might be. I would supporting one another in our New Earth co-creation. And so if you want to share, feel free to do so. If not, no pressure. Our space is small enough so that I can respond to each. But aside again. So with your hands open and palms up, what are you ready to offer? What are you ready to receive? What door did you open? What door are you willing to go through now? And when I feel into this wisdom, I truly do feel abundance, riches, wealth, love, opportunities. I feel the general abundance, luck. So I feel a lot of joy. And, prior to recording this message too, all I wanted to do was dance and sing. And there's just something to celebrate here. So embrace it. Enjoy another minute, another breath within this space of just celebrating you. And with the new moon in Taurus tomorrow, much beauty, love, materiality is coming through. There's an ease to the energy of today and tomorrow. So what I would like to offer you as our final note to this message today comes in the form of some Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And the messages that came through, I pulled 3 cards, and it says, you are not alone. You truly are not alone. Even within the shadow, you are not alone. You really aren't. And you are not for everyone. You have a beautiful uniqueness. Your weirdness is the new normal, if you will. And you are not for everyone. And that is more than okay. That is okay because I'm weird too. So let's create our own little gathering. And the last thing is, you have a song, a gift, a magic to share with this world. Let's dive deeper into it and embrace it. You have a very unique signature. that is ready to come out. And with a little extra push and support, we have whales and orca here. Whales are cosmic record keepers. So what I offer you is that space to share and be together. So if you want to sit in meditation, share to someone who will listen, or even simply to connect, my email is in the description box. And truly, I am so excited to see what we will co-create and what we will bring to New Earth and what we will offer. And I already can feel the energy coming very much alive. I feel for many of you, the energy of New Earth, Unity Consciousness 5D, it's been going on already. I know personally for me, it has been online for a couple months right now, and I think it's just being more reiterated in a collective level at this time. So I love you so much. Let's create magic together. And truly, that is all that I have for you today. I don't want to go on another tangent by accident. Or not. There's no accident. What am I talking about? So thank you to you. Thank you to me. Thank you to our guides. Thank you to all who supports our space for our highest timeline creation. And if you feel so called to do so, I invite you to subscribe, comment, share, and like. I truly love you so much, my family. One of the visions that I have, like one of my intentions that I'm working on right now is that I hope that one day I could create either a virtual gathering, and the virtual one might come sooner, but or ultimately be able to meet my soul tribe, my soul family, people who we can look at each other and be like, whoa, it's been, I just met you, but I feel like I've known you for so long, and we all shared a similar soul mission and it's all part of this new earth creation too. It's all part of being light warriors, light bearers, truth wielder. There's just something very powerful, something very leadership about it, something about community, and I'm still like trying to write a whole narrative about it because it's so humongous. But that's one thing I'm looking forward to one day, is to be able to have a physical gathering of like-minded individuals who are spiritually inclined, who resonate with these messages. And essentially, like I said, I can see it happen, and I see it with a particular, I think, men and women, different culture, but yeah. Right now I just see arms right open, but like, I know you. Oh, all right. I love you guys so much. All right, now I'm gonna head off. All right, until next time, my love. The light in me sees the light in you. Bye, guys.